what's up, everybody? You now tuned into the Very Blunt Sports Podcast. I'm your host with the most, here to brag, boast, celebrate, and toast. It's me, your boy Tay Adams, Taylor Loose Cannon Adams, by the way. I go by that name. Now the blunt is in session. Let's see what got us smoking today. Everybody get ready to fire up because we want all the smoke. All the smoke is coming to you. If you like this video and you like other videos, please continue to like, subscribe, and share to the Very Blunt Sports Podcast YouTube page. Also, the official Newbie and Blaze YouTube page got a lot of music coming your way and it's up and posted, so make sure y'all pay attention to that. About to be on to some sports. We got some NBA action coming at you first. First off, it's the unofficial countdown to the NBA trade deadline. Over 110 free agents will be on the market, so a whole bunch of stuff about to shake up, a whole bunch of stuff, about to change. All eyes is on Ben Simmons right now. Where is he going to go? What is he going to do? Hopefully wherever he go, wherever he land at, he developed a jumper, because he definitely going to need that. He already a good basketball player, but he need to elevate himself out of that all-star status and put himself up there to that superstar status for real, and really embrace it like how he should. He just one jump shot away. And he need to have some heart. He need to have some courage. Can't be scared to shoot the ball. Like, come on, Ben, all eyes is on you. It's time for you to, step into your greatness and embrace your greatness, but you can't play scared. You made it this far. You in the league now. Be on your grown man shit. No time to be scared. But going on to that, the Chicago Bulls, Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks, and the Los Angeles Lakers, they franchises, they suffering right now due to, illnesses, mainly the coronavirus, the corona issues that's going on. Hopefully all them teams could get it together. They could, get their issues, get clean, get safe, and hopefully this don't spread, and hopefully we can all put an end and a stop to this virus. Do whatever you gotta do. Keep yourself clean. Vaccinate if you into that. Whatever the case may be, or don't vaccinate if you against it. Just, follow some type of protocol and keep yourself clean. Moving on, we got Steph Curry. Steph, the three god, the three GOAT, the greatest shooter of all time, in my opinion, and basically in a whole bunch of other people's opinion. He got the record now. No arguing about it, no ifs, ands, or buts. With 2,974 three-pointers made. That happened on December 14th at MSG. That's Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena that's known for having a lot of good things happen within those walls, within those buildings, whether it be, from rap concerts, rock concerts, to all types of sporting events. That can now add Steph Curry becoming the three god over, Ray Allen, who was there, Reggie Miller, who's, number 3 on that all-time three-point list. He was there calling the game. A whole bunch of people was there. His dad was there, Dale Curry, who was definitely a good shooter in his day. That it runs in the family. That's basically where he get it from, and he deserved all the flowers and accolades with putting Charlotte Hornets on the map, just like Alonzo Mourning, just like Muggsy Bogues, and just like Larry Johnson, Grandmama. He deserved his accolades and flowers for putting them on, not just them, but putting that franchise and making everybody want that starter jacket coming up. I had one. But on to his son, Steph. Him and Klay Thompson gotta be the best shooting backcourt that I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And with this record, as long as he keep playing and he on the pace that he's on, he'll get to at least 5,000, and that's gonna be a real far-fetched something to break, something to reach. He definitely setting the bar. He definitely setting it high. He changed the whole league. He changed it basically to his style of play, which is basically shooting the ball and being a deep threat and just being a threat, period. All NBA teams now, garner their game around shooting outside of the perimeter and going for the long ball and everything else. Being down by 12 points ain't the same no more. Being down by 15 points ain't the same no more, because this man, the babyface assassin, Steph Curry, Chef Curry, he basically changed the game. So definitely kudos to him, you know, many more. He going to be breaking a whole bunch of records. He already a 2-time NBA MVP. He got 3 rings. He ain't got a finals MVP yet, but a lot of people picking the Warriors to come out the West. Definitely going to see leading up, because it's definitely going to get better with all of these trades going around and different franchises picking and putting all of the pieces together that they need to build to win. So definitely, it's definitely going to be a good season for a whole lot of NBA action coming up. Now, real quick, we're going to jump into college football. Do like college football. I'm a major college football fan. Matter of fact, we're going to be talking about more college football in the next episode, because we got a whole lot of bowl games and a whole lot of college football, you know, qualifying, you know, championship matches, you could say, you know, to get to the end all, the be all in the college football world. So definitely, you know, shout outs to Alabama quarterback Bryce Young, who became the Heisman Trophy winner this year. Definitely good look for him. Heisman basically means, and it definitely means that you the next guy, you on your way up, you know, and it's all up to you on what you do when you get to the league, you know, but definitely having that stamp of approval, which is the Heisman Trophy, it definitely, you know, sets you up good in the league. So shout outs to Bryce Young, and hopefully, you know, he gets it all together and he has a good NFL career. Just getting my notes together, making sure I got everything, piecing everything up. Now we on to some NFL action. DeAndre Hopkins, he gonna miss the rest of the regular season. You know, hopefully he don't have to get surgery. He said that his rep said that he's gonna get a second opinion on it, and hopefully he don't need surgery, and hopefully he'll be back in playoff time, because more than likely the Arizona Cardinals, they gonna lock in that number 1 seed over there in the NFC and basically get that first round bye. Now, moving on to a little sadder news. You know, if y'all didn't hear, but Demaryius Thomas, my fault. Demaryius Thompson, he played for 4 NFL teams. Played with the Denver Broncos, the Houston Texans, the New England Patriots, and the New York Jets, mainly spending all of his time with the Denver Broncos. His career stats, he got 724 receptions, 9,763 receiving yards. He averaged 13.5 receiving yards, and he had 63 touchdowns in his career. He was a Super Bowl 50 champion, you know, with the Denver Broncos that had Peyton Manning leading the way. 4-time Pro Bowl, 2-time second-team All-Pro, and first-team All-ACC. Demaryius Thompson, he had the numbers 88, 87, and 18. He went to West Lawrence High School in Dexter, Georgia. Went to Georgia Tech. He was a Yellow Jacket. 2010 first round pick. You know, he went 22nd. And he was born December 25th, 1987 in Montrose, Georgia. He was born on Christmas. Sad to say that on December 9th, at the age of 33, Demaryius Thompson passed away. He was found dead, unresponsive in the shower. Don't have all the info right now if it was foul play involved or if he died of natural causes, but it's still sad to see, you know, somebody so young, you know, that just retired, you know, go out like that, especially at a real early age. And it was very classy what the Denver Broncos did, and in return what the Detroit Lions did by declining the penalty call. See, the Denver Broncos, they lined up 10 people and left 1 slot open, which was the wide receiver slot for Demaryius Thomas. And that was real classy on both ends, on both teams. Good way to send them out, a good tribute. You know, a whole bunch of current players and former players from the Denver Broncos, like Von Miller and a whole bunch of other guys, you know, sent their prayers, their condolences, you know, and that's what we want to do at the Very Blunt Sports Podcast here, sending our prayers and our condolences out to him and his family and all of his loved ones. So definitely, you know, love the Shield, protect the Shield, always embrace the Shield, and gone but not forgotten. So definitely rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. Now we moving on to Tay's picks. Let's see who I got. Let's see who you agree with. Let's see who you disagree with. Who you indifferent about. Who you different about. Who you the same. So whatever the case may be, like I said, these are my thoughts, my opinions, and just basically how I was feeling at the moment. Like I said, y'all could have been anywhere in the world right now, but y'all here with me, and I appreciate that. Most of the time, and not most of the time I appreciate that, but most of the time I meant to say that I'm right, I'm wrong, it's just how I'm feeling at the time, but it's all open up for good debate. It's all open up for good conversation topic. So let's go. Now, first off, before I get into the Thursday night game, we got 8 division games. Y'all know, if y'all watch the show, y'all know I love these division games. It seems like these division games, they go harder, they play better, and plus there's a lot of, everything is on the line right now. Playoff spots, different seedings, who would go where, who facing who. It's all about timing, and it's all about placement leading into towards the tail end of the season. Now we got Kansas City Chiefs at the LA Chargers right now. The Kansas City Chiefs, they looking like who they supposed to look like. They looking like they looking like a Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl contender, and possibly another Super Bowl win added to them. They just look better than the Chargers right now. The Chargers definitely going to do some damage in the first round in the playoffs, whoever they go up against. It definitely ain't going to be they ain't a pushover team. But I don't got them winning this game, so I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. Excuse me. The Browns got a lot of people that's out due to COVID. Wide receiver Jarvis Landry and Baker Mayfield possibly won't play in that game. So with all of that being said, with them being very wounded, a lot of their players being down, I'm going with the Raiders on this one. Got the New England Patriots at the Indianapolis Colts. The Patriots, they coming off a bye week. They fresh. They've been studying. They've been doing what they need to do. Like I said, the dark horse in the race done took over that division and possibly could lead to a number 2 seed if they keep playing how they playing over there in that AFC come playoff time. So I'm definitely going with the Patriots to win that game over the Colts. I'm picking now we got Carolina Panthers at the Buffalo Bills. I'm picking the Buffalo Bills on this one. They've been taking too many losses. It's time for them to bounce back and remember who they is and clinch on and get into that wild card spot. I don't see Carolina really doing too much for the remainder of the season. Just want to see where they end up and where they land come draft day. Now we got the Arizona Cardinals. Even with J.J. Watt being out, and even with DeAndre Hopkins being out, they traveling to Detroit to go up against the Lions. I'm definitely picking Arizona in this game. Even with those 2 guys out, they just still head and shoulders above and better than the Detroit Lions, but that ain't really saying much. So this basically should be a cakewalk in the park for the Arizona Cardinals. Now we got the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. That's a division game. Matter of fact, if you didn't know, the Kansas City Chiefs game against the Chargers, that's a division game. So we're moving on to our second division game. We got the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. Definitely picking the Miami Dolphins over the Jets. It's basically you asking me to choose the best between the worst. Well, one of the worst, so I'm going to choose the lesser of the 2 evils and go with the Miami Dolphins. Now we got our third division game. We got the Washington football team. They go on to Philly to go up against the Eagles. The Eagles is coming off a bye week. They definitely look fresh. They look better right now. Look for the Eagles to do better for the rest of the season, basically giving us a heads up and a glimpse of what they're going to look like next year. So I'm taking the Eagles over the football team. Now we got our fourth division game. We got the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to the New York Giants. Look for the Cowboys to keep marching, keep strolling on. The Giants, they're in a turnaround year. Next year, they should be a little bit better because they'll have a better offensive coordinator. Saquon Barkley will be there for a full season. Hopefully, their offense can get to clicking and doing what it's supposed to do, and that's protecting Saquon. But as of right now, I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys to win that game. We got our fifth division game, another lesser of the two evils. We got the Houston Texans against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm definitely going with the Houston Texans on this one, even though both teams is dysfunctional on the field and off the field and with front office issues and a whole lot of issues. It just seemed like the Houston Texans, they a lot more stable with their drama. They a lot more stable with their madness, if that makes any sense at all. They just look better front office wise, off the field wise, with the exception of the ongoing thing with Deshaun Watson. But off of that, definitely taking the Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe next year, maybe a couple years, Jacksonville. Who knows? Maybe, Trevor Lawrence. It ain't him. It ain't him. I think it's Urban Meyer. That's just me. Now we got the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look for Tennessee to just, I ain't going to say beat the Steelers. It's definitely going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game. They definitely going to win the game. But look for them to try to put more of a foot on the neck over there at the AFC, being, the number one seed, because they want that first round bye. So look for Tennessee to really, they really got more to fight for, even though Pittsburgh, they fighting for a playoff spot. They fighting for a wild card. They on the outside right now in the hunt. So I'm definitely, even with all of that said, I'm definitely picking the Titans to win. Now we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They go on to Denver to go up against the Broncos. To me, Cincinnati, they really ain't consistent and they winning. I don't think they won back-to-back games yet, but they do win. They do got a good record. They definitely another team that's in the hunt and that could possibly make a wild card spot and possibly, put up a good fight against whoever if they do make it. But I do got the Broncos winning this game. They just look better than me all around and they're a little bit more consistent. Now we got the Falcons, ATL. They go into San Francisco 49ers. 49ers look better. That Atlanta, they're another team that's not consistent. They don't know how to hold on to victory. They don't know how to hold on to success. But San Francisco, they quietly a good team. That AFC West is real crazy. So look for them to win that game. These are just my picks. Now we got another division game. We got Seattle. They traveling to LA. They going up against the Rams. This just ain't Seattle's year. Don't know what it is. Maybe Russ might want to leave. Maybe he might want to get traded. Maybe they need to revamp their whole defense. Like I said, the long days of the Legion of Boom is long behind them. It's gone. Some need to change. Maybe Pete Carroll. But overall, this ain't Seattle's year. And this is looking more like LA's year as far as being that top seed in the wild card. Being the number one seed in the wild card. So I'm picking the Rams to win that game. Now we got the Green Bay Packers. They traveling to Baltimore to go up against the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers really can't bet against him. Lamar Jackson is still in the air. It's uncertain with his injuries and what's going on with him. And uncertain Lamar Jackson ain't better than a certain, Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers. So I'm definitely picking them to win. The Sunday night game, we got a division game. That's another one. We got the New Orleans Saints against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm looking for Tom Brady, Hall of Fame Tom, the GOAT, to, even though he didn't get that division win, he got the Super Bowl win last year, but look for him to get his first division win as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. That's a Sunday night game. Tampa Bay basically got their division locked up, so then it's all them, no arguing, debating, or disputing about it. That NFC South belonged to them, and they gonna prove it and put their stamp on it with this game. Now we got the Monday night game. This is an NFC North showdown, a division game. Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. Both teams ain't looking really too good. Both in the hunt, but won't make the wild card spot. They not getting in no matter. It just ain't happening for either team this year. But like I said, choosing the lesser of the two evils, I'm definitely going with the Minnesota Vikings. It seems like they just look better. They play better, even though when they lose real close games. And it seems like that's the story of their life. But going into Chicago, they will beat Chicago in Chicago. By the way, I forgot to mention that Raiders and Browns game and that Patriots and that Colts game, both games is on Saturday. So that give you something to enjoy. We got football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and ending it Monday night. So it's definitely a good week. It's definitely a good weekend. I know what I'm going to be doing all weekend, and that's watching football, catching up, checking my picks. Hopefully you checking yours. Hopefully you making your list and you checking it twice as we all, dive into this holiday season that's going on right now. Please continue to like, subscribe, and share to the Very Blunt Sports Podcast. Please continue to love yours. Please continue to stay safe. The blunt is now out. The session is now over. We got all the smoke. We blew all the smoke. So until next time, I'm out. Love yours. Be safe. Be blunt. Be you always. This is Tay, and I'm signing off in the Blaze Up Studios. The Nubian Blazers, the family. I'm out.
I don't need a fucking cosign or the post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character, you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view. Whenever you charge him, I can